Hey, this is probably the most important gear review I've ever done. So let's take a look at it and let's go over some item specifics. Actually, this isn't a gear review. I do need to look at what I'm going to do tonight. But I'm going to go out and shoot. I'm going to upload this video later. Now, a lot of people accuse me of being a gear acquisition hoe. That's not the case. I've accumulated a lot of lenses over many years, half of which I got for free. But right now I'm going to go out and shoot, upload this video later. Just because I made reviews doesn't mean you should be spending your every last nickel on it. Obviously be sensible. If you don't need it, then don't buy it. I'm going to go out and shoot. Use whatever it is you got. People don't care what it is you shot with. However, some snobs at weddings care if you're going to be using a little point and shoot or a real DSLR, for example. But, you know, use what you got and make use of it. There were a couple pros back in photography school. They had some of the junkiest equipment, and one said, yeah, you know, I hunt the pawn stores for my stuff. And he lived really simple, and he traveled the world, and he showed his stuff in galleries and made a lot of money. And his favorite cameras were old K1000s and some lenses, and he was just a really, really good, skilled photographer. He's very excellent at having the compositional eye, and he could do a lot of really neat stuff. And so, you know, the notion of gear acquisition syndrome, I'm not going to be the one that falls into that, even though I do a lot of gear reviews. I'm going to go out now and shoot, upload this video later. This is the point where you cut out the video for the little kids if they're listening. But this reminds me of a joke someone told me once, and there's this guy who's visiting, it's an Old West, and he's visiting a whorehouse, and you know, he's there, he pans for gold, and he spends all his money on beer and women, and every time he's at the whorehouse, he sees this little midget, and it turns out the midget, I mean the little person, excuse me, it's a joke by the way, I know it's supposed to be little person. He's always at the brothel, and he finally catches the guy finally catches the little person he's running around with not so well endowed, shall we say? and he asks one of the women. He says, "What's that little person?" I'm supposed to say midget, but part of the joke. What's that little person doing in the whorehouse every time I'm here? And he's like, "Oh, all the women here love him. He visits a new woman every week, and we all give him sex for free." And the guy's like, "For free?" And he says, "Well, I have to pay a lot of money. I have to get part of my gold for this." He says, "How come the little person is getting free sex?" He said, "Do you feel sorry for him?" He's like, "No." And he says to the woman, he says, What's the trick?" He said, "Well, you should ask him." And he said, "We don't know. We just give it out for free to the little guy." And so he runs into the little midget at the bar downstairs. Brothel's always upstairs in the Old West, and he asks the little midget. He says, "Hey, what's your trick?" He said the lady upstairs says that all the women service you for free every week, and he says, "Well," he said, "I've told all the women," he said, "I'm going to treat you like you're the last woman on earth, and I'm going to make love to you like it's the last day of the world." And he says, "And I do it." And he says, "Is that your trick?" He said, "That's my trick." Yeah, kind of a crude joke there, but the point is, use what you got. I love a good joke, by the way. Midget joke and a whorehouse joke. A little seedy, maybe. Some people don't have a sense of humor. Anyway, I'm going to go out and shoot, and I'll be back later, make some more videos, and just get out and shoot, man. Stop focusing on the anal spectroscopy of every bit of gear, you know. All my gear recommendations are valid, and they're good recommendations, and they're based upon a lot of broad spectrum experience, and I'm glad that made you all happy. So the point is that you don't have to spend so much time agonizing over certain things, and you can make a well-informed, discriminating choice of what it is that you pick out, and save yourself some money, you know. And narrow down the spectrum. I mean, some people fight for years, and they waste a lot of money in the process finding the right gear, so I'm glad I could help you all do that. And if you didn't like my funny little joke, well, You need to get a sense of humor or something like that.